Hi, I'm Jared Bow, and I'm going to give you a tour of the drum set. Over here, we have the hi-hat. There's two ways you can play a hi-hat. Actually, four. You can play it once like this. It's a closed hi-hat. An open hi-hat. You can stomp the hi-hat. Or you can clap the hi-hat. Another thing we have here, I added this on my drum set, is the cowbell. It's used for beats like this. The cowbell originally came from cows, how they had those bells around their necks, but they made them into a percussion instrument. Over here we have the crash cymbal. There's three ways you can hit a crash cymbal. You can tap it, you can, that's called crashing, tapping, and crashing. You can push it. You can also hit the bell. Over here we have the ride cymbal. It's a cousin to the hi-hat. I mean, it's cousin to the crash cymbal, but it's much bigger. Since the ride cymbal is bigger, it produces a different sound. With the ride cymbal, you can tap it, you can crash it, and you can also push it. Or you can just hit the bell. The snare drum, special thing about snare drum is you can hit it like that, or you can turn off this switch down here and make it sound like this. That's an acoustic snare, the wired snare, and one of my favorite things to do is the drum roll. Like that. And you can do an acoustic drum roll. Over here we have the high rack tom. There's two rack toms, one of them low rack tom and a high rack tom. You call them the low and high rack tom because they have different pitches. You can also do drum rolls on the toms. Or low rack tom. The cousin to the rack toms over here is the floor tom. As you can see, it is much bigger in comparison. This one produces a lower sound. So you can hear. I use all three of these in a beat like this. Or you can turn on a snare and do it. It sounds better. Down on the ground, I've been stomping the whole time. It's the bass drum. It's a stomp on a bass drum, pretty much. This is the thing that produces a sound on a bass drum. The bass drum's mallet. Get it out. Here it is. Bass drum's mallet. If you've ever seen a timpani, it's pretty much like a timpani mallet. Pretty much the same, except it's for bass drum. So, that's the bass drum. Another kind of drumstick, a very special one, used for special effects, is the brushes. With the brushes, they're special because they're wires, opposed to the regular one, which is a drumstick. Here, I'll show you really close up to the camera. As you can see, there's a big difference with the drumstick. With the regular drumstick, makes sound like this. Sound like this. This is what the brushes sound like. Another thing we can do with the brushes is used in jazz is you can rub it. Rubbing is a jazz sort of thing. In lots of jazz songs, you'll hear a person with brushes going like this. you want to switch drumsticks fast, you can turn the brushes around and use it. So, be like this. You switch really fast. So, brushes sound, I'll tell you different brush sounds on all the snare drums. So that's how on the snare drum. On the high rack toms, what it sounds like. On a low rack tom. And on the floor tom. It also sounds different on the cymbals. Produces a much softer sound on the cymbals. On the hi-hat, the cowbell, on the ride cymbal, that's pretty much it for now. Thank you. Thank you.